Hey, what's going on? Screen here, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to do wall bounce or wall jump in Apex Legends Mobile. So without further ado, let's get straight to the backstory. So some of you might be asking, what is a wall jump? Well, basically wall jump means is basically making jumping from a wall to get a flank on enemies. As you can see on the screen right now, it was used by a lot of pro players in the PC version to get a flank on enemies and basically outsmarting the enemies, so the enemies get whiffed or choked, and then kind of like, oh my god, where is he? And then he's actually behind you. So basically, getting a flank on your enemies, which is a very good strat, and it was used by a lot of players on PC version. So so I thought to myself, why don't we actually try to do wall jump in Apex Legends Mobile? And actually, a lot of people already done this tutorial, but I'm gonna make my own version of the wall bounce tutorial. So without further ado, let's get straight to the tutorial. So the first thing you want to do is find a flat surface wall like this one. Okay, you might seem that it's not flat, but I can guarantee you, but this thing right here, right over here, it's actually pretty flat, and you can actually train from it. Or you can just find more walls like this one. There's also this one is also flat, which of course you can actually train the wall bounce. But you can also wall bounce off from these like this debris over here on the broken cliff, something like that. You can actually wall bounce it from that. But if you want to train it and master it, I suggest I find a flat surface wall. The next thing what you want to do is actually look at the joystick over here. So I have mine on fixed, but it's actually depending on your preferences. But I suggest you guys keep it on fixed because this might help you guys when the wall jumps. So what you want to do is run to the wall like this. Make sure it's not auto run. What I mean by auto run is basically you slide the joystick into the dash mode, and this is what I mean by auto run. You don't need to hold the joystick to run because it does automatically for you. Don't do that if you want to do wall jump. All you need to do is just drag the joystick into the wall just like that one. Next thing what you're gonna do is actually just jump. So once you near the wall, because if you climb a wall if you climb actually a wall right now, you hang on to the wall, so just like that. So what you want to do is actually run to the wall and then immediately spam the jump button to the wall jump, and also the wall jump. So what you want to do is do it like this, just like that. And keep practicing yourself until you hit it 100% of the time. And then also like to keep in mind when you wall jumping off the wall, you need to release your joystick. So basically, run to the wall, press the jump button, and then immediately release the joystick, and just keep the spamming the jump button. So if you keep the holding the joystick like this, it will not work. You basically climb up to the other side of the wall. So what you want to do is actually just run, and then immediately spam the jump button just like that. Once you press the jump button, you need to release the joystick just like this one. And this is actually a really cool trick to get a flank on enemies on mobile. It is actually super easy to do, and it's actually like far more easier than the PC version. And yeah, it's why I like to use the wall jump in some certain situations. I don't have it on recording, but it's actually really useful when you're trying to flank enemies. So for example, if the enemy is right over here, you just like want to flank them out and just shoot it from behind. So they will actually kind of like distort it and kind of shock where you are. Also, another here bonus tip to get how to get a higher wall bounce or wall jump, and it's much faster as well. So actually, let me give you an example. Just like that one. So it's basically the same as the normal wall jump, but it's actually much higher and much faster also as well. As you can see, it is much faster and really far. You bounced off really far. So this will be useful on some certain situations where you need just kind of run, and this is really useful too if you just want to get out of the fight really quickly, and just basically try not to get shot, I guess. So to do this, it's actually very simple. All you need to do is make sure you go on sideways. You run on sideways like this, and this is actually the same as before. You push the joystick up so you actually run, and then what you want to do is click on slide first. You want to slide first, and then you want to click the jump button. And in this case, I just slide the game and then drag it to jump just like that. And it's basically the same, but instead of jumping first, you want to slide first and then jump. So let me give you an example. So run first, release the joystick, slide and jump. It's like that. I felt okay. Let's try that again. So when you do run, just like that. It is very useful, and I have used it a couple of times during fights, and it's actually really good. It's really useful in that. And it's super easy to do. Make sure you guys practiced it in the firing range, and it's actually a useful movement mechanic in Apex Legends, because Apex Legends encourages you to move, use movement and stuff like that, such as like wall bounce and wall bounce, wall jump, bunny hopping and stuff like that, which I might cover bunny hopping in the future, but for now, let's just do wall bounce first, which is the easiest mechanic to do in Apex Legends Mobile. So there you go, guys. That is how you wall jump in Apex Legends Mobile. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And if you guys want to see some more movement tips like this, make sure you guys leave it down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.